Monday. Wow. Can't believe it. Monday the 12th. It's coming. I can sense it's coming. I hope everybody is good. Please click the thumbs up. Be sure, if you haven't subscribed, that you click the subscribe and then click the little bell that says all. That way you'll be notified about all my lives, whether it's recorded or live, I should say. Yeah. It's taking a long time. There it goes. Okay. And I have the cutest little puppy on an ad. It's very cute. There we go. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're going to jump right in because it's even with everything we've done. Oh, Lord. Everything that we've done, it's going to take a while. So we're finishing the Julie. And I didn't go on Do Not Disturb, so let me do that again. Goodness gracious, I have a little mental block for that. All right, so that's that. That's what we're going to do, the Julie by Simply Classic. And here's what we've done so far. If you didn't watch the previous live, let me just give you a little preface. I chose this vinyl from Big Z because Terry, I'm going to have to sneeze. Terry and I bought it by mistake. It is extremely stiff. And I got a half a yard and I thought I got to make something that's good size. And so even that, this is going to be a challenge. And I believe I have my hairdryer here. Let me make sure. Yes, I do. Because even to turn this thing is it's going to take up some heat. So that's okay. All right. So we left off with me putting the bottom on. I did go ahead and put the side on with the front slip pocket because I didn't know how hard it would be, and it really wasn't too bad. So now I've got the other side ready. And we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Hi, Barb. Hi, Denise. Hi, Deb. Jan, Annette, Carrie. If I don't say hi to you, hello, everybody. It is cold here, and I have shorts on, and that was a big mistake because when I went outside this morning, it was like 53. Now, it's up to 70 already, but it was cold. So, let's do it. There is a pre-recorded video out there for this already, so this really isn't meant to be a tutorial. See how stiff this baby is? I can hardly get it under there. Let's see. I maybe should have just switched totally over to 4. Goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. Oh. Go back to where and you start about a ½ an inch in. Stop with your needle down. This is going to be actually comical to turn, I think. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Kathy. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I know. I can only go till 4 o'clock today, too. So, I'm hoping that we can finish it. The lining goes pretty fast, and it's a drop-in. Oh, my goodness, I had no idea this was going to be so crazy thick. Terry came over here, and I showed her what I was doing, and she's like, yeah. She said, that's going to be a booger. Okay. All right. So I got that done. Now we're going to do the sides, and you want to clip into the sides. Yeah. Which I already did on this side. No, I didn't. Okay, let's clip into the side. And just like always, she gives really good directions. And then we're gonna fold this down and stitch it just like that. Hi, Sabrina. You guys, I have to thank everyone who is going to participate. We sold out of the retreat already. We do have the retreat with Lori and I. We sold out like within a few minutes. It was fabulous. We do have one seat left if you want to bring your machine. It would need to be a semi-industrial of some kind. And it'll be at a slightly discounted rate. All right, let me just see if I can fold this down enough to get in there. This is actually fairly comical, I will say. I think it'll work. I know you can't really see, can you? I'll pull you down here, but I don't think you're going to be able to see much there either. So we sold out for the bag making retreat with Lori from Wild Pony Designs and I in April. Like I said, we do have one seat. If you're interested in coming and bringing your own machine, you'll need to reach out to me from my website. And we can discuss what machine and the bags that we're going to do to make sure your bag can do it, which most semi-industrials won't have any problem with the bags that we're going to do. So, okay. Not too bad. So that looks pretty good, really. Let's see if we can do this side. Don't try this at home. It's dangerous. I'm concentrating, can you tell? But Lori and I just want to say we're very grateful, and there's already a wait list. So there is a wait list as well. And it is available on the website because, inevitably, life happens, things come up, and so we want people to be able to cancel. There is a description on the website about when you can cancel to get a full refund minus the Shopify fees. So, please go check that out. And if you want to sign up for the wait list, I encourage you to. The other thing about the wait list is Lori and I are going to gauge whether we want to do another one by the wait list. Okay, here, let me turn. Hi, Heidi. I'm so glad. All right, so we are ready to turn this baby. I'm going to trim this just a little down here. And I'm going to plug in my, because I don't think I'll be able to turn it if I don't heat it up, honestly. It's so heavy. Once it's done, this is going to be a great bag. It'll last a lifetime. Oh. I mean, these are really sharp scissors, and it's like, what? What are you asking me to do? Okay. I gotta plug it in. There is no way I'm even gonna try it without. So, let me go over here. and plug this in. I think it'll reach over here. Let's see. Okay. Watch Barb blow dry her back. All right, hurry while it's warm. Oh my gosh, you guys, that made a big difference. Oops, I just went over my poor little knuckle. Just make sure I'm not bleeding. Of course, everything's red, so it doesn't really matter. Kidding. Oh. If you have never used a hairdryer on stuff that is stiff to turn, it's worth it. I'm going to do a little more here. I rarely use a hairdryer, I will tell you. Normally I just suffer through it and get it done. But that made a big difference. You know, you don't realize how you use your knuckles, you know? And that little cut that I got the other day is right on top of my knuckle. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Thank goodness it's a drop-in, huh? Okay. Got it. Don't laugh at me. I was going to say pray for me. Oh, goodness. Okay. That actually looks very good. I'm actually surprised how good it looks. Oh my. Now, I know what I am going to end up doing is overnight, I'm going to put some clips on these bottom seams so that it kind of will train it, especially the side with the pocket. So overnight, once I get it done, I'll do that. But oh my, yeah, that looks really good. It's stunning vinyl, but it is stiffer than you know what. It did, Cynthia. The retreat is completely sold out except for one slot where someone could bring their own machine. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. The hidden connectors, the nice cell phone pocket. Wow. Okay. Perfect. I deserve a sip of coffee after that. Mm-hmm. Guys, I'm telling you, that was something. Hi, Mona. So here's something about this fabric. Let me get the other stuff that we need to get going on. If you like really stiff bags, this is the bag for you. I'm trying to think. Let me just do the next step so I don't get confused, because I'm easily confused. Okay, yeah, we need a 7 zipper. Cut my zipper. And so I know some people really like stiff bags. This is probably the stiffest bag that I've ever made. I'm grabbing my zipper pull. I'm trying to think. Is it the stiffest I've ever made? I think so. I think so. It's gorgeous vinyl. Stunning. And they have it in the variety of colors. But, no. Not my favorite. Alright, now we're going to just do a turn down on our top zipper here. 90-degree turn. I like to measure down an inch. That gives me plenty of room. Lori, are you still on here? Oh dear, I'm cutting myself. Lori, are you still here? Lori? Oh. Okay, that's not quite even. Lori, are you listening? I have something to say. I know. Am I ever at a laugh for something to say? No. All right, let's just baste these in place. I'm a little bit punchy today because my little darlings got up at 3 o'clock this morning. And it was my turn. Yeah, so I've been up since about 3. I was going to go back to bed, and then I thought, you know what? I'm just up. I'm awake. Let's just start the day. They've been doing that a little bit lately. I don't really know why. Lori's making some bread and had to run upstairs to do the next step. Okay. Janet. Oh, gosh. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. I'm just going to cut off my excess. Hi, Jan. Thanks for all your help with the retreat. You know, we're probably not done picking your brain, but I appreciate you so much. I truly do. Fire. All right. Hi, Wendy. All right, what's the next step? I'm a little distracted, so I am going to read the directions. All right, let's fold this down. Good luck with this, huh? This fabric. I might actually just do it slightly different just because of the thickness. You know, I just want to say something out loud. If you are new to this bag making community, let me just tell you, it's a group of the most wonderful, wonderful people ever. I really, truly feel totally blessed to be part of it. I've really never asked anybody for help that they haven't graciously and freely provided it. I'm doing my zipper placket, by the way. I should tell you that, huh? And Jan is one of those people. So I'm going to call you out, Jan. Excuse me. You deserve it. But there are many. There really are many who fit into that category. Okay, so let me add some double-sided tape. I think I'm going to do it this way. Yeah. I'm going to try it this way. Because I'm not going to fold this one end. I'm just going to sew it. I know you do. I love you too. All right, so I just folded one end and I left this open because I'm just going to stitch that when I get it on there. But I am putting it, giving myself a little bit of a seam there. Zipper down. Okay. I'm going to put a little clip here because if I don't, I'll lose my zipper, which is not a big deal. All right. Let's put a little more tape. And we'll add our lining right on top. I wonder what kind of bread she's making. I love homemade bread. I wonder if it's a sweet bread. We'll have to ask her when she comes back. All right, right side down. Let me make sure I got my right side. Oops, I didn't fold this down. Hold please. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it when I get this on. That way it's even. Okay. Perfect. Amish white bread. So it's not sweet, but it's just white bread, which is, I'm going to say, probably very delicious. Now I'm folding this up to match my exterior so it's all nice and even. Perfect. All right, let's do this side. All right, here we go. Good seam there. Okay. I did not change it back into my zipper foot, so I'm just making this work with my walking foot. And it's fine. Oh, Sharon, I wish you could. I truly do. I mean, there's so many people, all of you. I wish everybody could come because I have grown to just enjoy each of you. All right, now I'm going to cut this corner and I'm going to trim this. And then down here, I am going to trim this, but not my zipper. Sorry, I'm really concentrating. I know. There we go. All right, let's turn it right side out. Oh, you do? Oh my, I bet it is good. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is ridiculous. Where's my hair dryer? I'm just not gonna fight it. Tote, he's out there. He's probably thinking, what is she doing with the hairdryer? I'm sure that's what he's thinking. See how much easier that was? It's actually shocking to me. Who would have thunk bag making and you're using a hairdryer? Who would have thunk it? Okay, perfect. That is perfect. It takes twice as long with this really thick vinyl to do anything. I'm just going to say it out loud. It really is, and that's okay. I can do it. You're back? Lori, I wanted to tell you something. You were gone making bread that I'm not going to get any, which is very disturbing. I got the package from Big V. That's all we're going to say, but Lori, we'll connect later, and we'll see what we think. I just got it right before I haven't even opened it up. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Gosh. It's a beast. It is a beast. All right, let's just, oh, there went a clip on the floor. Another clip on the floor. Lots of clips are going to be on the floor, I'm afraid, today. Okay. I got a magnetic one I can pick them up with. I will say, from a positive perspective, this vinyl sews beautifully. It really does. Even though it's thick, it sews just beautifully. So I was trying to think of something positive to say about it. And that's it. I mean, this stuff is worse than leather. Okay, I'm going to stop being negative. Negative Nelly Barb. Oh, I ran out of bobbins. I have another one. It's a good thing that wasn't really top stitching. I am going to finish this over on Thor, though. And I may not finish it today. There's no way I would try and do it over here. Just no way. Yep. I was going to say something, and I lost my train of thought. I know, it's shocking. All right, let's do the other side. I have thread everywhere. I think this is where I want it. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. She loves to look for fallen clips. Yes, it's a dangerous thing for dogs. Okay. Let's put this baby on here. And how much did I give myself? Let me see. I better do this end. Right there. We have a lot of mowing going on today. Can you hear that mower through the window? Lots of mowing. It's a good day to do outside work because it's not hot. So, I just posted this before I came on. Candace and I are going to do a live together next Tuesday. She is going to be here with me. I can't wait. And we're going to do something very simple. We're going to do the Lola. Which, funny enough, I've never made. I've never made the Lola. I had the pattern, but I've never made it. So she's going to teach me because she's made it before. All right, I'm just folding this up to match my outside. There we go. All right, let's do it. Make sure it's right. I need to see. Let me just see. I've gone through all this trouble, so I want this bag to look good. You know? I'm just going to mark it where I need to have my seam. Okay. Perfect. So we are going to be here in studio. Candace, I'm so excited. And I are going to sew up the Lola. $11 Eastern. Be here. And she made the graphic that's out on Facebook. It's really cute. She did an outstanding job making the graphic. That's one thing I am not very good at is graphics. And I want to give credit to my friend Brenna. I'm sure she's not here right now because she's teaching. She did the graphic for the retreat. Both of them. Brenna. My friend Brenna. Very talented. She did it for us. She is a gem and a half. Okay, I gotta trim this. See how this is taking like double the time it would take you to make a regular zipper placket? It is what it is. All right, where's my hair dryer? Let's do it. Amazing. Just amazing. I still need to poke that out just a little, but I'm trying not to go through my lining fabric. There we go. Perfect. So Brenna did both those graphics. She's something else. I'm trying to look for comments. Guys, I'm not really... I'm fighting with the crocodile. Watch Barb wrestle the crocodile. That would be a sight to see, wouldn't it? That would be hilarious. No, not really, because I am sure that I'd lose. And I'd be eaten by the crocodile. All right. Sew this together, and then we can move on. There we go. Whose mail are you talking? Wendy, Laura, are you talking to me about mail or somebody else? I got the Big Z package, but that was FedEx. You're probably talking to somebody else. Oh, you're asking me? No, our mail doesn't come to the end of the day. Nope. Oh, is it in the mail? Lori, is it in the... Lori is my, my dealer. She's my dealer. I'll tell you. She's my dealer for, Bucky Buddies. What are they called? Beaver Buddies. Oh my gosh, you guys, that looks spectacular. She's my dealer. No, it's the end of the day. It's the end of the day. Okay. All right, let's put this aside. That was, all right. Now, we got to find the center of it because we're going to attach it to our lining eventually. She and Rudy have a Buc-ee's that is within driving distance, so they had to go close to it. So I said, oh, if you're going to go into Buc-ee's, I only have 2 boxes of Beaver Buddies left. The animal crackers, yes. Here's the deal with those. It's a small little box. And, you know, trying to lose weight. Still, it's a lifetime effort. They're the perfect size for just a little sweet snack. And usually Tony and I just share them, so you don't get a ton of them. So I love them. Yes, I do. So thank you, Lori and Rudy. Oops, that didn't work. For supporting my little habit and being my little Beaver Buddy dealer. I love it. Okay, I'm going to put some tape on this. This is the trim for the slip pocket. Okay, here we go. Now, here are my 2 lining outside pieces. And then here, I feel like I'm missing a piece. Oh dear, that's not good. 1, 2. Hold, please. Yeah, I'm missing my zipper pocket. Where in the world? I know I had it. Okay, hold the phone just a second. Here these are. That's not it. I'm going to look down here because it might have fallen back down in there. Did it? Let me see. No, it's not there. So, I'll have to go get one, but let's do this. No idea. I know, it's probably over on my cutting table is where it is. this piece is what? This is the slip pocket. No. Let me see. Looking. Yeah, this is the slip pocket. Okay. So, we're going to put right sides together. You know, when I get off of here, you know what's going to happen. It's here somewhere. I know it is. Oh, I'm watching YouTube. I'm seeing myself look for it. What about the cookies at McDonald's? Oh, yes. Yes. You know, they just don't make stuff like they used to. They really just don't. Can I just say that out loud? Okay, we're going to right sides together, and we're going to stitch along the bottom. I mean the sides. Leaving the top open. I'm sure that piece is over on my cutting table because I know I cut it. All right, let's trim the corner here and then turn this right side out. Add our trim piece. Okay. Hi, Christine. I'm kind of all over the place today, you guys. I'm sorry. I know you guys have days like that, too. I know I had it. That's what's so disturbing to me. No big deal. We will make it work. And it's black, so it's probably hard to see. All right, now I'm going to stitch this top closed so it'll stay put. Okay, so here's my trim piece, which is too long, but it was a remnant. Cynthia, I love animal crackers too. So, you know, Sam's has that big bucket of animal crackers. And they're not particularly sweet, which I do like, actually. We will occasionally buy those. The problem with those, honestly, is it's not portion controlled. Beaver Buddies are portion controlled. You only get one box. Once you eat those, you're done. The big bucket from Sam's is a big bucket. So you can just, you know, I know I could pull a little bag out, eat those, and be done. I do know that. Yeah. But who does that? I just want to say that out loud. Who does that? Alright, I'm just going to top stitch this trim piece on. Okay, beautiful. You know, I have to tell you something funny. Across the street, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a generator running across the street. Our neighbors are having their cars detailed. It's a thing down here in Florida to have your car detailed. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. All right, let me grab a lining piece and we're gonna put it where it belongs. I mean, everybody down here, not everybody, but a lot of people down here get their cars detailed at home. Who knew? I have a car detailer. His name's Tony Taylor. He does a very good job. All right, let me go grab, Jan, Mona, Lori, entertain everyone. I'm going to go cut those pieces since I don't have them anywhere to be found. Yes, they were on my cutting table. I knew they were. Here they are. Yep. All right, I feel better about that. Hum the Jeopardy song. Oh, gosh. All right, let me see how far down this goes. Oh, I got to cut my corners out. I didn't even do that. Barb. I got to cut a 2-inch piece out of my corner. No big deal. Let me make sure before I cut. Yeah. It's a box bottom. Hold please. I know I forgot. I have something perhaps in the work. And it's all Brenna's fault with a hold please. I don't know if I'm going to do it. But we'll see. All right, let me read the directions. Let me take a small breath. Okay. It's correct. One. I don't know why that message is held for a review. No idea. Oh, Cindy, I love it. I've had it for, I don't even know how long now. Feels like a year or two. And I do. I love it. But, you know, I had a used one that I had for like 3 years that I paid like $80 for on Facebook Marketplace. And it worked fine. And then it became a little bit of a fire hazard. So Tony bought me a new one. All right. Just going to mark my center. And I need to check something real quick. Let me see. The sides. Where are my sides? 12, 20, yeah. Lining. 13. Okay. I think we're okay. All right, let's find the center of our little slip pocket. Yeah, I love my HT. It's, you know, they're expensive, I will say. I don't have the fancy model. I'm not even sure they had the fancy model when I bought mine. I'm trying to see how far down she tells you to put this. If I can find it. Here it is. Okay. But yeah, it's a game changer. You know, there are a lot of tools in bag making that make things so much easier. Are they required? No. It's just like that. That is not anything that is required. I can't even find my little mark. I think that's it right there. But does it make it easier? Yeah. And I've been bag making for years, so a lot of these tools I didn't get for a very long time. All right, let's make sure that's even. Does that look even? Yes, it does. Okay. Let's sew that on. This red thread on the black, looks really good. All right, beautiful. Okay. Oh, they came out with the version 2. That must be after I got mine. I didn't, yeah, because I think I only had the one choice, which I'm fine with, really. Now, I am going to make a pen pocket here, since this is a pretty good sized tote. And I am not doing the small slip pocket. I'm just doing this one. So I'm going to go over 2.5 inches for a pen pocket. Can I see that? Yes, I can. Okay. Let's sew up and down that. I'm probably going to have to wind a new bobbin. I had 2 bobbins. Okay, look. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Mary. Will we be quilting during the sew-along? Oh, I don't know. Candace and I need to get together, decide what we're going to do. Because she's made it before, and she has some modifications. All right, I got to do my zipper pocket now. Where did my overlay go? Here it is. Here are my 2 wandering zipper pockets. Let's see. I'm just going to cut this long so I don't have to worry about it. Candace, are you here? Do you quilt your Lola? Is it supposed to be quilted? I don't know. I honestly do not know. All right, let's put this on. Everything's right side up, and let's just sew that on. Hey, Donna. Oh, you can set the pressure on version 2 of the heat press. Yeah. I don't find that I need that, but it may be necessary. I don't know. I don't know if Candace is still here. Candace, are you here? Okay, let's fold that over and iron and stitch it flat. And let's do the same with the other side. I don't think she's here. Either that or she's distracted. I'm having so much fun today, you guys. I know I'm kind of scattered, so forgive me for that. But I'm having fun. I'm trying to actually decide whether I'm going to sell this bag or not, or keep it for myself. We'll see. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, it is, Lori. This lining is very thick too. Here's the deal, why I chose this. This is liner text from Sawyer's. And it's pretty thick. So why I picked this thick lining is I was trying to not match the thickness of the exterior, but I didn't want a really lightweight lining because it would feel weird inside that very heavy exterior. So like a really lightweight waterproof canvas, like a 300 dinar, it would have felt weird inside that really thick crock. All right, let me grab my other lining piece. And let me see how far down. I think I saw the measurement, but let's look. It's the same. Okay. I like it. Let me mark this. I mean, this crock doesn't really even like this marker either. Man, it's Nope. Okay, I have it folded in the center. That's going to have to be my landmark. Okay. Right there. Good enough. Oh, and that overlay on the black. So pretty. Candace is there. Candace, are you still here? Am I frozen? I'm not getting messages. Huh. Hold on. Let me go out and come back in, because I'm not getting messages. Hold, please. There we go. No. She must have stepped away, and that's okay. All right, let's sew around the outside of this. And then we'll add our zipper, and then I'm getting pretty close to putting it together. I'm back stitching here. You can't even see this thread on the red though, so. My thing was spinning. Technology, isn't it fabulous? All right. Can somebody say something? Say hello. Because I haven't gotten any comments for a hot minute. It's kind of weird. Okay. Where is that? There it is. There you go, Lori. Everyone, okay, yeah. Okay, Lori. Everyone got really quiet. Candace, are you here? I'm just trying to see if Candace is here. Okay. There's Jam. There's Lori. Okay. Everybody just got quiet, and that's okay. Candace must have had to go do something. But Mary, I don't know if we're quilting. That will just stay tuned. Because Candace and I are going to get together later this week to decide what we're going to do, what fabrics we're going to use, what prep we're going to do, and all that. Loretta, that's good. Get some sewing friends going. You know who recently did that was Deb, who lives up in the Villages. And she had a tremendous response. You won't be quilting. There's Candace. Candace. Okay, if you're not quilting, I'm not either. There, isn't that pretty? All right, let's put our zipper pull on before we forget that. So Candace, she's going to be here in my room with me next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Put it on your calendars. It's already out there on YouTube. So go, just click on the notify. And you'll get notified when we go live. I'm pretty excited. I love sewing with other people though, so. All right, let's put this in here. Oh, okay. You know, Mary, I have had the pattern. I bet I've had the pattern for 2 or 3 years, and I've never sewn it. So I'm going to have to take the time to look at it. All right, let's see if we can get this in here nice and even. Let's see. I'm going to have to stand up. Stand up. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Oh my. That's perfect. Okay. Let's sew around the inside. There we go. So I was telling you about this lining. It's liner text from So Yours. It does not need interfacing, and it sews beautifully. It just really sews beautifully. She has a variety of colors, and it's really not very expensive. And it really gives the bags a really nice shape, I think, myself. Uh-oh, I hear a siren out there. I'm here. I haven't done anything wrong. They're not coming after me. All right, let me, I'm going to go ahead and close this up since I'm going to do a drop-in. You just made the Triskel. Yeah. You know, that's one thing that you learn over time is to really pay attention to the thickness of your materials, because it does make a difference. Now this pocket is way too long, so I'm going to trim it. I think I did it the wrong way, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's a big pocket. Perfect. Okay, let's turn it right side up. And stitch the sides and the bottom. Cut off our excess zipper. Oh, there went another clip on the floor. It's going to be a little cleanup on aisle 3 when I'm done. All right. Beautiful. I cut my zipper tape. Oh dear. I have a Rogue trash can. Let me get it back on here. It's full anyway, so let me empty it. I don't know which side I did, so I'll just do both. Oh my gosh, that looks so nice. I love it. All right, now we are going to add our top lining pieces and our zipper plackets. Hi, Kim. Heidi is from So Yours. It's her liner text. It's really nice, I will say. All right, so I'm going to start. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping things all over. Hold on, please. You should see my floor. All right, I'm going to go back up here and see what she says. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to add my key fob. And I'm going to add it right here. Right there. I'm just going to stitch it now so I don't forget, because it goes between your top lining contrast. I always forget my key fob, but in this size bag, I like a key fob. Okay. Let me see, what was I doing? Okay. Yeah. Place the zipper on the top right side, right on the right side of the lining. Okay. Yeah. Right side up. Centered. And I always do it on the side with the zipper first, because I like my zipper placket and my zipper pocket going the same direction. I know it's kind of weird, but then we're going to base that in place. So here's my zipper placket is going closing to the left, and so is my zipper pocket. We're just going to base this on 1/8 of an inch. What time is it getting to be? I don't think we're going to finish this. I know. It's a simple bag, but it's not a fast sew by any stretch. All right, let's take our zipper upper linings, and we're going to add that right on top. And so that with the seam allowance, see, this is even going to be really thick. What is the seam allowance? Let me see. There it is. Wonder clip. It's the same seam allowance. Okay. What we may have to do is just come back and finish it up. Let's see. Okay. Then we are going to turn that and top stitch. Let me see. I'm going to top stitch. And thick, 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 guys. Yeah, I'm going to top stitch on the top piece because it's the least thick. And if I don't, it's going to be so thick. Alright. So the seam that I just did is underneath this top piece. Oh my goodness. You know, if you have really thick fabrics, a way to avoid this thickness is to do your zipper placket out of all lining. That probably would have been a really smart thing for me to do. but I didn't do it. And it looks good. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, it really looks good. All right, now we're going to do the exact same thing over here. And I'm going to separate this. I know, I'm going to live dangerously. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm getting this on correctly. You're not getting a whole lot done this afternoon. I'm sorry. This is more fun, isn't it? All right, so what I want to do is I want to take this other side and make sure that the beginning of my zipper placket is going to be good when I put my two lining pieces together. And it is. Always check that, I'm telling you. You'll save yourself issues down the road if you check that. Candace and Sabrina, if you go to sew yours, I want to go. And Lori will be here. So the four of us could go. And anybody else who wants to go. It's about an hour and a half from here. Just FYI. All right, let's do this other side top lining. So, Sabrina, if you come a day early, or you stay a day late, that'd probably be better. We could go to Tandy, and we could go to Sew Yours. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. Candace. Lori will drive. What do you mean you'll drive? What are you saying? What are you saying? That would be fun, Candace, Sabrina, and anybody else who wants to join. We need to do it afterwards. We could go on Sunday. She's not, we'd have to ask Melissa. Is she open on Sunday? I bet she'd open for us, though. We'd have to plan it. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be so fun. And we could go out for lunch. Let's do it. Let's plan it, you guys. Sabrina, can you come and stay an extra day? I mean, you know, you're here already. You're so in. Sabrina, you haven't chimed in. Anybody else want to? We'll have to ask anybody else who's going to be here for the retreat if they want to. I bet we have a carload. It's a Tandy and Sew Yours trip. Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. Okay. All right, what's next? I think we're ready. We're going to put these right sides together. Oh, I didn't mark my centers on top. Bad. Very bad, girl. Lori's in. Candace is in. Deb is in. She could meet us at Sawyer's. Deb, let's do it. Sabrina and I are planning on sharing a room. Oh dear, that's trouble. That is trouble right there. You too. That's trouble. Oh my gosh. I wish it was sooner than April. It's just going to be so much fun. I'm going to trim these a little here to decrease the bulk of this bulky, crocky. What did you say, Tanya? I was driving through Florida and stopped at Sawyer's. She was sweet to mail my purchase to me. Oh, yeah. Melissa is a very sweet person, guys. If you haven't met her in person, she's very, very sweet. We had thought about doing one of her patterns, but we just didn't end up doing it. Just things changed, you know. We are going to be using some of her thread, though. I'm just putting my linings together. I'm going to check something before I sew this up because I messed up with my exterior pieces by a 1/2 inch. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I want to double check. Let me see. Hi, Kathy. Okay, let me just see. I need to measure the top here. And see if my lining is going to be a tiny bit too big. That's what I'm doing here. So if you make a mistake and you cut something too small, just make sure that you measure your lining and make it fit. And I need to do that here. So, oh dear. So my exterior, yeah. Yes. So this is, I'm just going to tell you because it doesn't have anything to do with the actual pattern. My exterior measures 16.5. I'm not going to tell you the pattern piece. And this measures, I can guarantee it, this measures 17. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 1/4 inch. Or, you know what I'll do? I'll just do an extra 1/4 inch on my seam and trim it. That way my exterior will fit. Perfect. Let me bring it down here. So, I'm going to do an extra 1/4 inch. Here, let me measure this. So, since I already messed up, let's just make sure I don't mess up again. And I only need to do it on the top little bit. The puppies are right outside the door. This is so funny. Jolene, yeah, I like the Joey sling too. All right, let's do this. All right, here we go. Very thick right there. Now, let me see. I need to increase the seam going down? No. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to yeah. Where's my scissors? I'm going to cut this a little bit on over here. Just that extra 1/4 inch. Since I'm doing a bigger seam. We'll see. I'll let you know if it worked. I think it will. Let's do this other side. Oh, Speedy Gonzalez. Okay. I think that's going to be perfect. Another clip on the floor. All right, let's see. I don't know. I may have overdone it. Before I do anything else, like the bottom, let me see if this is going to fit. Oops. Let me trim all this. I think I might have overdone it just a hair, so let's just see. No harm done if I did. We'll just fix that. So I made my exteriors a 1/2 inch too narrow. And I'm not gonna fold this down yet. Let's just see if it fits. Mark all my centers. She does have great patterns. Yeah, I overdid it just a hair. I think so. Yep. Which is okay. Let's make sure, though, if we're going to have to get Jack out, let's just make sure we don't overdo it again. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to tear out the top and fix that top because it's a little too small now. You know, you try and fix it and it's a little too small. Not a big deal. All right. So what I will do is just tear that out. What time is it? 3:30. Oh, we got time. We're good. Good. I said I had to be done at 4, so we are good. We're golden. Okay. I think I'm going to leave that so I can fold it really flat. Let me think about that. Let me fix this side first. All right. So let me talk about what I did. So on the outside main pieces, I cut them a 1/2 inch too narrow. So what I'm trying to do here is make sure that my lining fits perfectly, because I didn't mess up on the lining. I only messed up on the exterior. So, and I don't want to get to my exterior or putting it together and it not fit. So that's what I am trying to do. So, like I have said many times, most mistakes, I'd say a good 95 to 99% of mistakes in bag making are fixable. You just have to be patient with yourself. There we go. There we go. And don't get too frustrated, because stuff happens. It just does. I'm just going to clean this up a little so I don't have to do it later. Okay. All right, now I'm trying to decide. Let me get the old seam ripper out. Yeah, these zipper pulls are gorgeous. There we go. Barbie. I didn't really account for this as far as my time, but it is what it is. There we go. Okay. That side's done. Let's fix this side. I just am easing it in so I don't have to go all the way down, which probably actually would have been easier. Okay, good. We're good. There we go. All right. Now, let me get all my tools out of the way. All right, let's do the bottom. Oh, and I went over just a bit here, didn't I? Okay, let's do the bottom. Then we'll box up the bottom. That was about a 10-minute repair. It's okay, it happens. What zipper pulls, Candace? What did I miss? You're not talking about these zipper pulls. You're talking about something else. What zipper pulls? What did I miss while I was doing a repair? All right, let's box the bottom. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to trim that. Okay. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Now, perfect. Okay. So I'm trying to decide. I got a little thread here I gotta get rid of. Trying to decide. I'm going to I am going to trim this back because it's just going to be too thick. Sorry. I'm just going for it. Just this top part where the crock is because it's very thick. Okay. Now we're going to put some tape, and I'm going to use 1/2" tape. And the reason I'm doing that is because this crock needs every extra little bit to hold. I normally would just use 1/4 inch, but I'm going to fold this down 1/2 inch, and I want extra holding power. Okay. That's my story. And there's a little extra key fob right there. I'm going to cut that off. There we go. All right, I am going to use these clips to hold it. Can you see what I'm doing now? I am just folding my exterior down. I'm trying to get it nice and even. I think this will be fine, but I am going to finish it on filmer. I am not going to try and fight it over here. Okay. I said I was folding down my exterior. This is my lining. Let me get another little piece of tape here. There we go. So, like I've said before, this is absolutely stunning crock, but just be careful what you use it for. I don't know if I would buy it again. I'm thinking as I'm struggling with this. Whether I would or not. I probably would. I don't think Terry would, but she might. Okay. I'm going to move that. Move my trash can. I keep knocking it off because of my thick crock. Oh, I had a moment. I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't attach my handles, but they're attached at the end. I had a panic moment. No worries. All good. Sonia, you live within 20 miles of Sawyer's. Oh my gosh. I bet you know you and Melissa are frequent visitors together. Okay. Goodness gracious alive, guys. That is a booger. All right, so there's the exterior, the lining. Let's do the exterior. All right. Let's just add our tape. This is a little easier because the seams are sewn flat, which is very helpful, actually. But I'm still just adding a 1/2 inch double-sided tape all the way around. And then we'll fold that. And then we'll put it together. We'll see if I have time to put it together. I don't know. Karen, it looks like I'm wrestling with a mad dog. It's about right. It is just about right. Yeah. You know, I'm just thinking out loud. This would be great. I don't have any more of it. I might be able to talk Terry into giving me a piece of what she has to do a matching mega accordion, because this would actually be great for that. I'm thinking, would that work? Is it too heavy and thick? I don't know. It might be too thick. Once it compresses, it's really not too bad. Famous last words, Barb. Yeah, I'm getting my workout today. I'm not going to go to the gym today. Not happening. Like I would go to the gym anyway. Here, you guys can, I'll turn you up here so you can see me. I'm starting, my brow is starting to sweat. And I don't mind if you laugh at me. I really don't. These Amazon clips are really nice. because they hold stuff like this really well. And I'm about to run out of them, but I'll put this together and I should have plenty. See, I'm empty. Okay. All right, let me have a sip of coffee. What time is it? 3:45. All right, I gotta go tell Tony to do something real quick. And then we will come back and put this together. All right, so hang on 1 second. It'll take me about a minute. Do you guys want, I have little friends. Nope. Come here. Come here. Nope. They both got a clip, you guys. Nope. Hold on. No, stay. Okay. Nope. It's too dangerous. I don't know if you can see them or not. It's too dangerous. I got too much stuff on the floor. Out. Out. Well, that was going to be fun, but I had too many clips on the floor. I didn't think about that. Sorry. That was scary. Those girls, anything out of place. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. This is my front, so I'm going to put my zipper pocket in the back. So let's slide that in there. They were out there. They wanted to come in so bad. All right, let's find our centers. And we're going to center it all up. Right there. It is a beautiful thing. And the pattern, this pattern, she calls for a turned. But I'm doing the drop-in precisely for the reason that I'm wrestling the crock. And I'm winning. It's not eating me. I am winning. All right, let's go center this side. Okay. Let's get this up here and find my center. Here we go, right there. Center. Perfect. See, I'll have enough of these clips. I was thinking maybe I need to go buy some more. Shh, don't tell Tony. But I have plenty. But it takes an army of clips sometimes to do bag making. And this is one of those moments that it's really helpful to have these kind. This is moving on me. Okay. I'm still wrestling the crock. I just want to get it nice and straight so that when I do my top stitching, it doesn't look wonky. There we go. Are you guys laughing at me? The next step is Dancing with the Stars. Oh, Lord. That would be a sight to see, I will say. Okay, this is fitting pretty good. All right, let's do this side. Oh, gosh. It's perfect. It's fitting perfect. This bag is a labor of love. For who? I'm not sure yet. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. That was a workout. Let's see how the inside fits. Oh my gosh, it fits perfect. Wow. All right, I'm going to have to go over. Let me go over and turn Thor on. I don't even have him on. And take a sip of water. Get my coffee out of the way because I will. Now, let's see if I have enough bobbin to do it over there. Oh, no. Let's do a new bobbin. Let's just do it. Because I don't want to end up not having enough bobbin. Oops. That could be very disastrous. And I'll just do it right here. So, let's talk about what's next. The next bag I have cut out that I'm going to do on a live is a leather bag. And it's the Carla. I did a recorded version of it, and I'll show it to you. But I am going to do it live. It is an absolutely adorable bag. All right, I'm going to wind my bobbin so there might be a tiny bit of noise. It's the Carla. Okay, that's enough. By Lucas Patterns. All right, let me come over here. Grab my thread. And thread my machine. Does this take a hot minute? Huh, why isn't that on? Let me see. My camera isn't coming on, so hold on a second. arms. Okay. Move everything real quick. Huh, that camera isn't coming on. That's weird. There it goes. All right, let's move this over. There it goes. There we go. Now it's coming up. Hold on. Let's see. There it is. There we go. Hi, guys. I can't see your comments just right this second, but I will in a second. Move it so I can see it. All right, there we go. Let me just bring it up here. These are really low-end iPads, and they are very, very slow. So, there we go. Now I can see your comments. Oops. There we go. All right. I'm about ready to do it over here on the beast door. Hi, guys. All right. Let me pull my thread through. My cell phone stand, oh my gosh, it's a lifesaver. I will say that. It really is. I'm just threading my machine with these little devices, which I absolutely love. You know, the older you get, the more you want to have every opportunity to do things easier. And these little guys are the bomb. Little needle threaders. I've had them forever. Didn't realize how much I liked them until I needed one day. And I thought, why in the world have I not used that before? I thought, wow, that's really nice. Okay, let's do it. I do have my little table on here. I think I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to start in the back here, over on the side. Let's see. Yeah, I am going to get rid of my little table here, though. This little guy. Okay. I'm going to move the camera, so hold on. It's going to make a noise. I know it's going to. Let me see. Oh. Hold on. How's that? That's better. Okay. All right, let's top stitch this little beast. I'm going to call this guy the beast now. Hold my threads, find my threads, and hold them. All right, here we go. You ready? The This is going to take a minute because I'm having to stop to get those clips off. They're very snug. This is so much easier than trying to do it on my flatbed, I can tell you that, without a doubt. And this kind of separated, so just a second there. You need to leave. Okay, Candace. You gotta move furniture. Oh dear, okay. Well, let's connect this week. I'll reach out to you. I'll call you. So Candace and I are going to be live. She's going to be here. It's so exciting. Next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Okay. I mean, over here, I'm even wrestling this crock. It's just ridiculous, really. But we're making it, and it's gonna be gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Oh, something was touching my leg down here. It's these threads. Scared me. I thought there was a bug. I can hardly even see where I started and stopped. This thread matches so well. Okay. That's it. Oh my gosh. A piece of cake over here on Thor, I will say. There's a little thread right there. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me grab my oh my. Anybody want this bag? I don't know if I'm going to sell it or keep it. I absolutely love it. I'll have to go do some QA on it, but oh my goodness. All right, so let's add our zipper pull. What time is it? Uh-oh. It's 4:05. My zipper pull is way over here. We're almost done. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is stunning. Now, this might obstruct the camera for just a hot second while I put this zipper pull on. So, hold on 1 second. Oh, good, I got that the first time. Oh You guys. I'll put a zipper end on later. I'm not going to do it now. But let me push this down in there. And let me add I'll just clip the handles on so you can see it. And then I'll add those with rivets. As much trouble as this bag was, it is stunning. It is just stunning. Oh my gosh, I'm actually very surprised. There's threads there, and that drives me crazy. I know it does you too. All right, let me grab the handles, and we'll just clip them on. So we can see what it really looks like. Okay. The handles are 4 layers of this, so it's thick too. Okay. Let's make sure it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna sew these or put rivets. I'm gonna put 2 big rivets in here just so it doesn't go anywhere because everything is so thick. Oh my gosh. I know. I rave a lot, don't I? I'm amazed sometimes. I'm amazed sometimes at how things turn out, you know? It's like, I made that. How did I make that? I'll have to think about whether I would get more of this. You know? The end product is stunning. But the process is something else. So there it is. Let me go back over here because I think you can see better. Hold on. Let me go over here. It's easier to see. The Julie by Simply Classic. Oh my goodness. So you do have a slip pocket here in front. You could, I usually do add a slip pocket back here, but because I didn't have enough fabric to do it, and it still would have just been too thick. Oh my gosh. There is no crossbody for this, but you could easily add that if you wanted to. I am amazed. Now tonight, like I said, I'm going to clip this bottom seam so that it stays kind of out. I'll clip it overnight. Oh my gosh. And so then you have your inside, and you have a key fob. You have a huge zipper pocket here. It's hard for you to see. And then 2 slip pockets there. It's a beauty. It's a beautiful thing. If anybody wants it, just reach out. And I think I will put it on the website because it was a labor of love for somebody. This is Big Z. I'll link this in the description. I'm just trying to think if I would do it. I'm going to reserve my opinion for it until I get it totally finished. And I'll post pictures of it. I mean, it's a gorgeous bag. You could not do this unless you have an industrial machine, and I would highly recommend you have a cylinder arm to finish it. But I don't think if using this fabric the way I made it, I don't think I would do anything different. The only thing I might do different is not do an exterior pocket. Although I love an exterior pocket myself. Let me grab while I'm talking, grab my lighter. But other than that, I did use Decaville Light, and it might be better with foam. It might be easier with foam since I use Decaville Light and I use Decaville Heavy on the bottom. So that might be something to try. Now they do, Cynthia, they do have another crock like this that is not this thick. And it's just as pretty. It's just as pretty. But I'll link both of them in the description below when I'm done here. That way you can see the difference. I think they're about the same price. This they had to send rolled. And now I know why they did that. There's no way to fold this and send it. The other they do send flat. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The Julie by Simply Classic in the crock, and I won. I won the battle with the crock. I wouldn't try it in real life though. All right, guys, thanks. I gotta go, and the next thing we're gonna do is the Carla by Lacus Patterns. I am gonna do it live out of leather. So if you want to go watch the recorded version, that's what we're going to do. It just posted last week. And when that's going to be, I'm not sure. But you'll see it soon. Thanks for watching, you guys.